Namaskaram friends. So let's discuss some facts and issues of Indian polity. So the first issues of today's discussion is regarding the disqualification of member of either house of parliament. So article 103 which says that if any question arises as to whether any sitting member has become subject to any of the disqualifications mentioned under article 102 clause 1, the question shall be referred to the president whose decision shall be final. Before giving any decision on any such question, the President shall obtain the opinion of the Election Commission and shall act according to such opinion. Next issue is regarding Finance Commissions. The Finance Commission's recommendations are not justiciable. The Union government need not accept all the recommendations of an Finance Commission. Almost all the Finance Commissions since the first Finance Commission recommended the creation of a permanent administrative establishment for Finance Commission to monitor the implementation of the recommendations and to collect real-time data on finances and other issues, and also an independent public debt management institutions. So remember, Finance Commission recommended the creation of permanent administrative establishment PAE and also independent public debt management. Third issue is regarding Election Commission. As the superintendence and control over all aspects of the election process is vested in the Election Commission, it exercises direction and control over civil servants deployed for election related work. This means that bureaucrats engaged in the administrative aspects of elections, including police officers with law and order duties, are also amenable to the Election Commission's jurisdiction. This power enables the Election Commission to monitor both the manner in which civil servants perform their election-related duties and prevent activities which may be seen as partisan. The Election Commission often cites its vast powers under Article 324 to transfer or suspend officials during election time, even though they normally come under the disciplinary purview of the Government of India or the state governments. There have been instances of the Election Commission transferring not only returning officers but also commissioners of police and superintendents of police. Next issue is regarding Member of Parliament. Constitutional provisions regarding the use of offensive words in Parliament are many. So first constitutional provision is regarding Article 105 Clause 2 of the Constitution. This provision said that MPs are immune from legal proceedings for anything they say or any vote they can cast in Parliament or its committees. Next provision is limitations on freedom of speech. It says that despite the legal immunity granted by Article 105 Clause 2, MPs are not entirely free to say anything within the House. Their speech is bound by the rules and discipline of Parliament, which restrict the use of defamatory, indecent, unparliamentary or undignified language. Next provision is Rule 380, which deals with handling offensive languages. It says that Rule 380 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Businesses in Lok Sabha empowers the Speaker to act when defamatory, indecent, unparliamentary or undignified words are used in debate. Next provision is Rule 381, which is about marking expunged content. It says that Rule 381 outlines the process for handling expunged content. When words are removed from the proceedings, they are replaced with asterisks and an explanatory footnote is added to indicate that the chair ordered the removal. Next issue is regarding Delhi Special Police Establishment Act or DSPE Act. perusing various provisions of the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act DSPE Act 1946, under which the CBI functions, the bench concluded the very establishment, exercise of powers, extension of jurisdiction, the superintendence of the DSPE Act all vest with the Government of India. So these are some important issues related to Indian polity. Let's revise it. First one is regarding removal of member of either House of Parliament. Second one is regarding Finance Commission. Third one is regarding Election Commission.